Warning. This is not a safe thing to do. Screwing with electronics is not an easy thing to do. There is lots of voltage. And just so you know, I am not responsible for any injuries or deaths caused by my videos. Because that's up to you, dinguses, for trying it out. I said not to, and you tried it out. Not my fault. And remember, although we're in flavor country, that does not mean you stick your finger in Transformers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have another project. This is my first job. Just about job, sort of job. 1960s, 50s, I'm guessing 60s, late 60s, mid 60s, based on the circuit boards. Oh, freaking! Uh-oh, how did that get loose? I apologize. Won't happen again. Within the next 5 minutes. Anyways, let's bring it in. So, taking a look, we got some fun stuff going on. Old GE. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna see if we can resurrect it in an hour. Let me see. Let's pop this back off. So, pretty easy going. Just kind of like bend that. There we go, it all pops off. So, taking a look under the hood, looks like we just got one bad electrolytic. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else. It's pretty straightforward under here. Lots of vacuuming is needed to be done. This really is just going to be a really easy job. Actually, the tubes are fine too. The old original General Electrics. That's pretty cool. I see, okay, antenna, some weird tinfoil thing up here. Oh, heat. Yeah, okay, well, let's take a look how we pop this guy. Oh, okay, so we're gonna speed run this for fun. I know I have never ever said speed run before. It's a term kids use. So if I'm a kid. Doesn't really help my case. Okay. You. Okay. Great, everything is detached, everything is good to go to be pulled out, and it's just really crusty. The question is what the values are on the electrolytic here. Looks like it's wrapped in a tinfoil tape. This thing's really basic, this whole set. Let's just pull this tape off. Oh, was it gold? No. I wish. There we go. That's what we want to see. Values. Thank you. Okay. Looking under the hood, we got a Sprague B and C. A, B, and C. Okay. Let's take a look where this thing is connected. Okay, so B. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. We're going to take some white. Okay. B. C. Okay, great. Now that we've got that out, here's what we're gonna do. Is this recording? Oh, well, barely. Great. I love how I'm just diving into this thing in less than like 5 minutes. I don't even have much time today. I'm just kind of diving in just to do it because it's fun. Okay. Ooh, it's got a Telecron in here. Ooh, lovely. I hope the speaker's okay. So here's what we're doing here. So indicated on the side of this thing, it says A, B, and C, right? So 75, wait, what was it again? 75, 35? Let's see what I've got here. Stash. So we got a 47. What are you? You're 68. Okay, we're gonna put a 100 in for the 75, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so, oh wow, why is that crushed? Ugh. It might not be ideal for operation. Okay, 33. Done deal. 33 and 100. Okay. So here's what we're going to do here. Because we now know what A, B, and C is, this is going to be pretty straightforward. So we're going to take this guy. Okay, where did I write A, B, and C here? Oh, A, B, and C. Okay. Take some solder to the U. Right on. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to pull these little tabs out. I kind of had to be a little violent with it to just kind of get it to let go and come out, but otherwise it came out fine. I kind of tore it apart, and now there's actual like bits of capacitor, like whatever wax sort of a substance was in it is now in my shoes. It all kind of crumbled out. That's okay, I'm sure that'll come out of my shoes. Check. Okay. Last one. Okay, great. So now that we got that down, we now have to take a look, and you can see B is 75, A is the common / negative. So we're gonna go for like this. Okay. Actually, hang on. Wait, what did it say? Yuppers. Okay, so it should be ready to run now. We've got new capacitors going here. Okay. Take a little WD-40 to the pot and inside. I hope you all are crying up a storm over there. Lovely. Okay. Quickest servicing you'll ever see. Okay. Great. Now, I don't know what turns this thing on. There's no indication of anything. So we're kind of just gonna go with this. Tubes, good. Electrolytics, good. like I said, none of the other capacitors were bad. So I think we should be able to just fire this guy up. All right, we're gonna have to pop the back back on. Okay, that's fine. Now, let's talk about this back real quick and how it pops back on. So, oh, well. Oh, I guess I don't have to pop the back back on. Oh. You know, I'm not gonna try. It just kind of slipped a little bit. Okay, there. Okay, like I said, I don't know if this is gonna work. If it blows up, it blows up. Not my radio. Okay. And is anything happening? Like I said, I don't know if anything. Oh, I see filament. Hang on. Okay, so, whoa. Oh, okay. All right, so we got some sort of a weak tube in here. Let me just pop this back off. Okay. Not sure which tube might be toast. Sounded like a really weak amplifier tube. So that was very quiet humming. Not humming, but radio static. If I even know where that cord would be that I need. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're continuing our work on the General Electric. This is the same video I'm starting up on, working on that set right there. Should be a fun one. I'm just dumping a bunch of capacitors I got. That's my bin of sacrificial capacitors. I just put all the dead capacitors in there because it's fun. Anyhow, today we're gonna go through, we're gonna troubleshoot this thing. Obviously, we've got a bad speaker sound going on. First things first, I remember now where my cord was that I was gonna use to power this thing up. It's down there. Oh, I got it. Okay. So now we can see what's going on under the hood here. So here's what we're gonna do. Just gonna put you like that. Check this out. I got an American flag shirt from the Goodwill. It's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, so taking a look here. Try not to warp this plastic. I feel bad warping it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this thing to the side. Make sure this thing hooks up properly. Oh, yes. Yes, it does hook up properly. Lovely. I love these old cords. I hope I can reuse this thing. I mean, it's drying out. It needs some love, but you know, it's got another 20 years on it. All right, so If I get a towel, I don't want to scrape this up. This is an actual customer. I was a little abusive last night on it. I was just kind of in a rush. I just wanted to see if I could do some fun stuff, but anyways. Yeah, fun stuff. So, as you know, we replaced the electrolytics, and at this point, I don't want to go any further. I actually want to get into testing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get, I'm going to get my signal generator real quick. So, because we have really weak amplification, this will tell us what the heck is going on once I set this thing up properly. So, it's about as basic as it gets. Oh, this isn't what I want to use. Where are my probes? Oh, they're down here. These probes. So, yeah, I'll show you how to do this. Just plug this in. Down, 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 you know, I gave my, never mind actually. Okay. Check. Put it about there on those knobs. Okay. Now what we're gonna do here, this is still on there. Okay, yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. Hopefully this will just stay on as I want it to. Okay. Lovely. Okay, great. This is just what I want to do. Okay. So that's probably the switch to turn on the thing. And right off the bat, we can look in there and see we have filament. All the tubes are lighting up as they should. Now we gotta figure out what the heck the problem is. So, I'm just gonna be very careful and just kind of poke around and see where the heck everything's going. So, this thing should be having an output. So I don't know where the ground would be. Give me a hot second here. It's a little sketchy here, so I'm gonna have to just so clearly we got a bad connection somewhere in here. Not sure what the deal is, we just know there's a bad connection. Okay. So everything is unplugged. I can pull this out and we're gonna be safe. I don't know what the bad connection might be. So the first thing we're gonna do is carefully pull this out. We're gonna first pull the tuning thing off of this. Okay. We're just gonna go through, we're gonna check our work one more time. So where's that capacitor? Here it is. Okay. B and C are supposed to be where the capacitors, like leads, go. Clearly, A is the negative, and you can see that ran there. So the negatives are going to the right place. Now,
The real question is if something in the circuit board is screwed up. Now, if something in the circuit board is screwed up, we have an even bigger problem. So you look around and you see if anything at all is messed up in your circuit board. And clearly everything is okay. So now what you do is you inspect the resistors. And I'm just checking everything out, you know. Oh, hey, and look. That just solved our problem. The speaker wire broke. So now we have to solve the annoying, pissing off issue of where on earth the speaker wire went. This is like Dora the Explorer and all their weird stuff. So, problem solved. Whoopee. Okay. Now that we've solved that, because everything is technically out right now, why not vacuum? So in that case, now usually I really care to clean them off. Here I probably will clean them off actually. Just because I know this person is probably gonna be like, oh, smell the tubes. Not knowing they're gonna be sniffing like dust older than their grandma. So, what you do there is you take a little bit of agua from your agua bottle and try not to wipe off the logos. So it looks like I'm getting lucky here and the logos aren't wiping off. I just hate always taking off the GE logo. Yeah, so whoever owned this radio, or this radio was, I'm pretty sure they smoked because there's some good evidence of things being caked on. Okay. Come out, thank you. And bingo, you basically cleaned off your chassis. Quote unquote chassis. Now what you're gonna do is we're gonna take, where is it? Here it is. This is a big thing people can miss. So if we're looking inside of our, our things, can you see the ball bearings in there? See the ball bearings? They're right there. They're inside of there. And what you do here, in this sort of a situation, is you take, personally, I take Tri-Flow 3-in-1. What you do, get your little feeder straw. Now identify the fact that technically both parts move on both sides, but really you just got to get these bearings. So your oil that penetrates, make sure it's penetrating oil. Just put a little bit of those bearings and just move it around. Show it some love and appreciation. Take a look at your blades here. Make sure they're not bent, and if they are, feel free to bend them back into place, because you may have bent one or two out of place when you were having fun with the set working on it the other day. Now that you've done that, I think I know where the speaker wire goes. I think it, okay. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll be okay. And so, now that that's done, make sure there's no more oil in your straw, and you put it back in your little Tupperware where you keep straws, because you probably have a habit like me of losing them all. Now what you're gonna do here is I'm gonna take my vacuum and this, and I'm just gonna go to town. Nice, so now we've done that, it doesn't look like we can really, I wish there was a way I could pull off the clock. I don't think I can really pull it out. It's actually kind of hard. I have to pull out the speaker and I don't really feel like pulling it out, but how hard is that to pull out? How does that come out? I'm not even gonna bother. So, anyways, the clock's gonna have to sort itself out. I don't know how to, get this thing to get back into the shape it was in. And it looks like the plastic that goes over it pops out. So we're gonna get to that in a hot second. Before we do anything though, let's quickly resolve this issue with the speaker wires. Now, clearly one of them is still attached, but it looks like it's fine. But I think it's always great to have that other speaker wire attached so that, peak performance in the radio. And what you're gonna do here is you take, okay, is that even catching it? No, it's not. Oh, it must have not been catching it. Okay, there. So, taking a knife, don't go too deep or else you're gonna get to the, whatever it's called, the metal. Just like so. And we're gonna go under the hood back under here. And very carefully, so the wires under here are very stiff. They have a temper. And you just wanna identify exactly where it was. So that hole was right there. And so we're just gonna very carefully just add some solder. Take your pliers. Just identify that. Okay, where is this? There we go. Okay, there's you. Okay. Now you got that. I'm just gonna carefully put this thing back together. Now, these wires are old and they don't really get along very well with anyone anymore. It's just one of those situations where the divorce rate between the repairman and the electronics themselves really just skyrockets. As all divorce rates do. Okay, so now that we have that, we're gonna very nice and kindly, however this thing went back in, I can't remember. I'm not very good at radio repair. I shouldn't be doing this. Why was I hired again? Why am I here? These are some great questions, actually. Talk to your doctor. Okay, hang on. Okay, so now that everything is kind of coming back together now, the one more light over everything. And that's about it. We can just sweep the rest of that crap out. And now it's time to look at the clock. Now, it appears it's stuck. Well, hang on, let's test the radio first. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay, give me a sec here. Crappers, where did that power cord go now? Is this even recording? Oh, it is, okay. That'd suck if this thing just blew up, you know? Worked so hard, it just kind of died on it. If this thing dies, I'm gonna be bummed. It's not even mine. Got it.
When you put a massive disclaimer, I think the requirement, Kristen can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the requirement in this law is that the disclaimer be at least as just the largest font that's in the actual, you know.
Okay, so.
If we have a headline that's got very large font, we need to have a disclaimer.
Beautiful. Okay. That's all I needed to see happen. Lovely. Great, it runs. Cool. I just wanted to make sure that would run by the end of tonight. I knew there was a bad connection. I wasn't scared I messed up her radio. Oh, bingo, okay. So that pops out like that. And now, where did my tray go? Oh. Oops, wait, wrong bin. Sorry, everyone. I'm a horrible person. Okay, so, ooh, shiny. So, okay, lovely. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna dab the top of this thing with our towel. Let it all kind of just soak in a little bit. Then, make it a little happier, heat gun it. Okay, well, since we can't solve the clock problem tonight, we can work on the rest of it, which is the outside. Woo, because everyone asked for that. This is the easy part. This is like really easy. So here's the plan. We're gonna go flits on the plastic, right? And then the rest of this radio is just gonna be just a bunch of, you know, other stuff.
To fuse themselves into the artistic.
It's really quiet. That's a really quiet, great sounding radio.
Christians are God's image bearers, meaning you.
Now, I just did a basic polishing. I'm not trying to go for perfection. I'm just trying to push this radio out. My dad murders me because he doesn't want me repairing other people's radios.
Sacrificing her identity in Christ.
Ah, you really can't. Well, okay, there's a little bit of filament right there. Anyways, this thing's nice and happy again. Maybe I'll do a little polishing here.
And people who are narcissistic.
Hello, Ben Shapiro. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to make a quick video, just kind of bringing this thing back. I'll probably do some more polishing in the next couple of days, making sure this thing is safe, and then give it back to the owner, and she'll enjoy this. Her boyfriend had this for 15 years prior to me getting my hands on it. Hopefully I can, hopefully they'll be really happy with this thing. and take good care of it. That'll be all. Have a good night, everyone. And peace from the hood. I gotta stop saying that.